Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Amal Mukhtar. Welcome to our special edition. We're focusing today on the Iranian file. And actually today, the Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi made a visit, an official visit to Iraq, where he met with the Foreign Minister of Iraq, Fuad Hussein, and to shed more light on this and on the latest developments concerning the Iranian U.S.-Iran file. We have the pleasure to have with us over the phone our dear guest, Mr. Abdulrahman, political analyst, writer, and journalist. Good evening to you, sir.
Good evening to you. Hello to you and to the dear viewers.
Thank you so much. Sir, today the Iraqi Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi paid a visit to Iraq. The Iranian Foreign Minister paid a visit to Iraq, where he met with the Iraqi Foreign Minister Fuad Hussein, and they held a very important press conference. How did you follow the press conference by the two foreign ministers?
Of course, this is another step to strengthen the ties between the Iranian administration and one of the most important allies, Arabic allies to Iran, which is the Iraqi government. We have lots in common, lots of cooperation together, and lots to discuss. Towards the latest events taking place in the region. We have all witnessed another slight escalation in the situation between the U.S. and the Iranians. And of course, there are lots we discussed, and we have also the organization that Iran is trying to apply in the region after the ceasefire and the resolution of ceasefire between Iran and the U.S. and the units existence. So I believe this is a very important step towards organizing the situation. And leaning on one of the most allies to Iran in the region.
Yes. Mr. Abdulrahman, Iraq's Foreign Minister Fuad Hussein said today during the press conference with his Iranian counterpart that he's suggesting to host a conference that is going to gather the Gulf countries in addition to Iraq and Iran. How do you see this?
A very positive suggestion, of course. And of course, such suggestion can gather countries like Oman, like Qatar, and Pakistan, of course. This can achieve a very important step towards naturalizing or re-naturalizing the relations between Gulf countries and Iran after the gap that was created between the two sides in the past few months. That will be a very positive step if it has been completed, with of course the participation of all countries who are seeking prosperity and serenity and stability in the region, including Egypt and other countries.
Yes. Concerning the Strait of Hormuz, the Iraqi Foreign Minister Fuad Hussein stressed on the importance of the permanent opening of the Strait of Hormuz and lifting the blockade of the U.S. blockade on the Iranian ports. And for his part, Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi during the press conference said that the unilateral measures taken in the Strait of Hormuz would have, of course, negative effect on the maritime movement, reiterating the importance of coordinating with the Iranian side for the passage of the ships. How did you follow this?
Of course, we are in the 60 days that is connected as one of the terms of the ceasefire resolution between Iran and the Americans. And as we have witnessed, until today, Iran has committed to the deal, and still the Americans wouldn't lift their blockade in the Strait of Hormuz, which is a very negative policy against the deal and against the stability in the region. As well as we are witnessing the continuous assault by Israel against Lebanon. Southern Lebanon has been witnessing more aggression and more martyrs as the aggression continued by the Zionist existence against the Lebanese, paying the price of the so-called war on southern Lebanese. And of course, that means that there is a main beneficiary of continuing the conflict, which is, of course, the Zionist existence. You just may call it chercher la Zioniste, as the French would say. They are always the main beneficiary of reigniting the conflict in the region, as well as there should be more firm situation taken by the American administration towards committing to the deal accomplished with the Iranians. As for the Iranians, they should realize that returning to the war would be a very high cost to all nations and all states in the region. That would be in their mind. They shouldn't risk reigniting or taking place or participate or making any excuse for the Americans to reignite the aggression against Iran, which will would drag the whole region into a ring of fire again. So I believe it's a situation should be balanced between the American administration and the Iranians, and of course should be there a strong policy and a firm policy and a strong pressure by the international community against the Zionist existence to put an end to this aggression policy against Lebanon. That is, of course, reflect on the Iranian situation to the deal.
Yes, Mr. Abdulrahman, for his part, the Iraqi Foreign Minister Fuad Hussein said that Iraq does not support expanding the scale of attacks on the Gulf states and also does not back the attacks on Iran at the same time. What's your comment on his statement?
Fair enough. Well, of course. I believe that things should be right as it was before the aggression,
yes,
and to contain any consequences of that aggression as it has never happened in the first place. Because the Strait of Hormuz, one of the main commerce passages, that means a vital vein of life to all the world, to the whole country and all continents, should be out of this equation, should be out of this conflict, especially that we need for the world to breathe peace again and to feel that both sides are truly serious on their commitment.
Yes, Foreign Minister Abbas Araqchi, during the press conference with his Iraqi counterpart, said that the Strait of Hormuz falls under the complete control and management of Iran. So, not only this time, but Iraq always, in several occasions, insists or stresses on its full control of the Strait of Hormuz. What does this reflect?
Well, of course, we realize that this passage is that the Strait of Hormuz is connected to Iran and under the sovereignty of Iran, but that doesn't change the fact that it's an international strait, an international passage for the whole world according to the international law.
Yes.
So that being in the Iranian waters, that doesn't mean it can be controlled or the international commerce should be threatened by one-sided Iranian situation. So I believe that for the Iranian leadership to look at this situation from the eyes of the whole world, not just from the eyes of their own side of the truth. And of course, they are the one side that was taken the aggression and stood against the aggression, but that doesn't mean that the whole world should pay the price. Today, there is a deal that has already accomplished. We should live up to that situation and live up to this responsibility that this Strait of Hormuz shouldn't be used as a weapon against the whole world, as an or being taken as an excuse for a domestic conflict between Iran and the Zionist existence.
Yes. Foreign Minister, Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi, also during the press conference today, also denounced the ongoing Israeli attacks on Lebanon, saying that the memorandum of understanding signed between U.S. and Iran included halting the war on all fronts and included also Lebanon. So could you please shed more light on this point, please?
That's a very balanced situation, and the strong statements should be taken or should be spoken by any leader in the whole region. Of course, we realize that fact, that Israel now is undermining the deal by keeping on the aggression against Lebanese. Every day there are martyrs. Every day there is a new aggression against the Lebanese, against southern of Lebanon. And of course, we had listened to that statements given by Netanyahu and other officials of the Zionist existence, saying that they will hold each and every part of the land that they have occupied in the past few months. This is an aggression of its own. This is another, this is not just breaking the deal between the Americans and the Iranians, but it's another aggression that should ignite another conflict. And the whole world is not in need for such conflict anymore. I believe that the whole world today should live up to its responsibility and make all the pressures needed to stop the Zionist existence from keeping this aggression that is unjust and unfair.
Yes, actually at the same time, in this timing, the Iranian forces or the Iran's Revolutionary Guard have announced that Iran have launched strikes on Kuwait and Bahrain in retaliation to the U.S. Strikes on Iran that came from the U.S. bases in these countries. Also, how do you see the situation like this not calming down?
Well, of course, instead of seeing or witnessing a firm situation by the American administration against their own number one ally in the region, which is the Zionist existence and its aggression against Lebanon, breaking the deal with Iran, they have stood still and watched the aggression without any condemning, without taking any situation against it. So as a consequence, Iran has started to respond, and of course there are still the military bases in Gulf countries that can be used against Iran. So, and Iran should respond to any attack, and that will go on and will go on and on and on until this region is free from the military American bases and all foreign military bases from Gulf countries, as well as for the Iranians should realize that in the response they are attacking Arabs and peoples of the Arabic countries. So it's a situation should be dealt with wisdom from both sides.
Yes, we're speaking, of course, on the Iranian file, but on the war in Middle East in general. Actually, also Israeli forces, occupation forces, have launched strikes on Syria and on South Lebanon, despite an agreement that was signed between the Lebanese authorities and the Israeli military forces to calm the situation in South Lebanon.
Well, what's going on in southern Lebanon is going on the same in Syria, that most of it is under the influence of the Zionist existence, as the Golan is still occupied and considered from the Zionist side as an Israeli land, which originally an Arabic land, an occupied land, as well as the expanding of the military influence in Syria all the way to Euphrates. So I believe this is another dramatic side of the scene in the Middle East and the Arabic East right now. We have witnessing expanding of violence, expanding of the borders and the aggression of the Zionist existence all the way to Euphrates. This is a threat and a threat of existence to all the Arabic nations.
Yes, I thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your valuable information. Mr. Amr Abdulrahman, political analyst, journalist, and writer